This was my campsite last night. I was I had my hammock up between those two trees. I didn't build a fire. There's never time for a fire. We're so slow. I'm still hiking with Granddad and Scrapper. And I call it patience and planning. That's what they're teaching me. They're so good. One of them is very patient. The other one is so good at logistics and planning. I am so happy I fell in with these two. They're great people. And they're going to flip up to Katahdin as well at Harper's Ferry. So hopefully we'll all get to summit together and then go on. This is just such a beautiful little spot. The wind blew all night. There was a magnificent sunrise through the trees this morning. Man, nice. They're camping up the little spot up there somewhere. And it was just so nice. So here we go. Good morning, sunshine. The Appalachian Trail says hello. And that's all I know of that song. And this is the trail leading away from Spy Rock, where we spent the night. That was just the best night. It messed up the time schedule, the mileage schedule, but it was so worth it. It was so nice. And now we start the hills. This is what the trail looks like when you're sitting on it. Yep. Not intentionally. These little rocks are just very slippery. From a place they call the Ledges on Guthook, on Priest Mountain. This is the view. Wow. Wowee. This was just a great place to stop to have lunch. A local woman walked by and said the water was really low, and normally it was up over the rocks over in here. And it's just a really dry year. But right now I can drink all I want, and if I need water I can get it here. And of course I'm going to have hot buffalo style tuna creations. It's gotta be buffalo. It is pretty good. This is where we stayed last night. Tent City. It's just a, like a little place where they have set aside for AT thru hikers. That's where I set up my hammock. And I swear during the night, I heard a little fawn bleep. And then the mother make little comforting sounds. Had to be, because I was comforted. No, I wasn't even, of the same species. It was great. I know, everything is so tame and calm here. The Devil's Backbone Brew Pub was a good decision. We got down here, Scrapper stuck out her thumb, and a logger truck without logs on it stopped, picked us up, brought us over here. It was great. And we got a shuttle to get back, and very pleasant night. Met some interesting people. They were trail angels and paid for our dinner last night. It's just been amazing. I really like this. And there's the bathhouse. They didn't provide towels, but still took a shower. I feel so much better. This was such a good place. Yay, good decision. This is just magnificent. Hate climbing these things, but love looking at them. I don't even hate climbing them really, because once you do it, you've conquered it. You did it. It's tough. It's hard. Fell 4 times yesterday, but I got back up and I completed it. And this is my reward. It's just beautiful. This is the Maupin Field Shelter. I stayed pretty near last night. Water was close by. It's nice and cold. That was nice. And there's another one of those privies that really don't smell. Still amazed. And this was my camping spot where I hung my hammock. And now I'm back on the trail again. I marked it. ZZ. Oh, it doesn't say AT. I think that's a tent on that. Okay, you can tent here. But I think this is there's 2 trails out of here. That's why I'm hesitating. I think I came in on the other one. So I'm going to go back up the other one. So I don't miss part of the trail that is in between the 2. Part of that real AT that's in between these 2 trails down. It was very pleasant. I slept. I think I was asleep by 8 o'clock. That brew pub, Devil's Backbone Brewery, that was awesome. On to another day. Today's going to be like a 16, 17 mile day. And then to Waynesboro tomorrow. Yes, it's getting exciting. Gonna reach Harper's Ferry hopefully within 2 weeks. And then up to Maine. Oh. Unbelievable. This is the camping site above Maupin Shelter. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But can you imagine? I should have maybe been up here. It would have been great to see the sun through the trees coming up. So peaceful. But I don't think people, I think they just camp over there. So nice. Stayed at the Paul Wolf Shelter last night. The challenge for today was to get up and be on the trail by 6 in order to get to Waynesboro by 9. So I was so focused on that, I forgot to take any pictures or do any recording. And this, it was a really sweet spot. I hammocked right next to the stream, and it was very peaceful, quiet. It was a great sight, and didn't even get one photo. Man, one track mind here. I guess too much alcohol as a youth or something destroyed all my brain cells. They say even one drink is bad. So, I think it was just the focus. Because, to get on the trail by 6, I had to get up early. And, oh, isn't that pretty? And, get ready in the dark, and that was a challenge. Every time you turn on your headlamp, no matter if you use the white light or the red light, it's like moths come out of nowhere. But anyway, I made it on the trail by 6, and hopefully Waynesboro and a shower and laundry. I don't know how anybody stands to be around me. Oh my gosh, because it's been so hot You just drip with sweat every day. My shirt is filthy. I'm just, can't wait to get a shower and laundry. Had a great stay at Stanimals Hostel in Waynesboro last night. It was so peaceful there. Great food in the town. I slept. I usually have a hard time sleeping in hostels, but that was a good one. I slept. Got up, had coffee. Oh, it was nice. I like that hostel. But then we left early, so again, I forgot to get photos. But Stanimals in Waynesboro, great place. And now we're back on the trail. And I had to get some reader glasses yesterday because I brought 2 pair of glasses. You know, 1 beater pair and, well, 2 beater pairs really. It's just one was a better beater pair than the other beater pair. And the lens, the left lens fell out of the second best pair. And I was afraid to break the other one, so I'll keep them for town. And because really all I need on the trail is to read the phone and the book. So reader glasses are here, and I think they look pretty dorky, so I'm happy with them. All right, so today's song. When you walk on the trail, even though you're sliding on shale, that's amore. Excuse me, but you see, that is really trail amore. That's trail love. That's amore. Oh, it really is. Because, let me switch. It really is because you're walking up and down and up and down and rocky. It's not very rooty. Right now we're in Shenandoah National Park, I think. And I love the rocks and the way the vegetation is cracking the rocks. And just how nature works all the way around. That's, I don't even know how to express it. One guy who was at the hostel, he's slack packing today, fell, broke his little finger, dislocated his little finger. He says it still hurts, it's really swollen, and it happened, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And he's still going because he wants to finish the trail. Something just gets in your heart and your mind and your soul. I don't understand it, can't explain it, but it happens, and it's wonderful. That's amore. And to come out of the woods and into over a rock and into this view. You know, sometimes you don't need the grandiose views. It's beautiful little meadow. Just a butterfly. I'm sure there's all kinds of life going in. I don't know if they brought these rocks in or what, but this is cool. Usually there's stakes in the field, so it's kind of cool to just see rocks. Stealth camped last night about 7.5, maybe 8 miles back. That way, it seemed like I've been climbing all morning. Water was an issue. So water's just going to be an issue this year. So it was 7 miles to the water, actually 7.5, and it's 7.5 to the next water. But so you see these big rocks here. They did clear a path for the AT. And then that's the view down there. It is beautiful, but it is hot and muggy. And again, carrying 3 liters of water. So It's it's bad for everybody this year, all over the country, I think. Although they did say there was rain in Mississippi. So, but this is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna try to make a campground tonight. So gotta push. But they have milkshakes, supposedly. So that's well worth it. This is not where I stayed last night. Stayed at Loft Mountain Campground in Shenandoah National Park. But this view almost makes climbs in Shenandoah worth it. I'll put pictures of deer. I always forget to take pictures of the campground, but I took pictures of some deer that were there, so I'll put that in instead. They're prettier anyway. One thing about the Loft Mountain Campground is that it had a Loft Mountain Camp store. And in the Loft Mountain Camp store, they had a ton of junk food. So I got some. I had Twinkies, apple pie. I got a cherry pie too. I ate that right away. And I got an apple pie that I saved for either today or tomorrow. Tons of calories. I can only eat it out here because I'm burning tons of calories. But anyway, I got one of those Hostess snowballs. Those pink things covered with coconut, covering a chocolate ball of stuff with some stuff in the center. Wasn't as good as I remembered as a kid. But that leads to today's song. Hey, 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 snowball, that pink fluffy coating chocolate thing, snowball. You tasted better when I was just a kid. Yeah, I actually shared that with somebody because I couldn't eat both of those little snowballs. And they appreciated it, I think. Oh, it's the experiences out here that count. But it's a great day today. This is the trail in front. And just look. I know you probably get tired of these views, but oh geez, it's just so nice. Lots of bee activity. Lots of butterfly activity, and the bees. I just love this. Yep. So, good day. It's very hot. Not as hot as the West Coast, as I understand. You don't really get the news here. Just every time you stop into town, which may be once every 2 weeks. So, they were saying that Oregon had record-breaking temperatures. Oh. So my heart goes out to them because it's hot enough here. I don't know that this is breaking any records here, but anyway, so I just love all the insect. Let me flip it. Well, looky there, 900. Actually, right now I'm at 899.99, but when I leap across and turn around, woohoo! Now I'm 900 miles on the Appalachian Trail that I have walked. Woohoo!